So what have we got going today? I've only got 3 exercises again. These workouts lately have been a little bit more concise, but you can see there's 8 sets. I've already done my handstand routine because I do that before, and I'm not good at it. So every now and then I'll go ahead and show an example of where I'm at. I arch my back too much, and I actually kind of injured my back last week. I don't know if it was doing the handstand routine because of the heavy arch, or if it was just doing other stuff, but I kind of injured my back, so I've been kind of recovering. I'm finally back at the point where I'm doing most exercises. I'm able to get to the point where I'm doing the full range of things, but maybe to slightly less extent. So, like some squat stuff, I may not be doing quite as much as I might do otherwise. Um, but this one doesn't have any squats in it. I do want to probably try and do some more ab style work. Uh, we will see how that goes. Just because I need to start getting more core in, man, because it's becoming an issue. I mean, I think that's why, I'm not doing enough. I feel like this workout, though it does do some core, like you can see the rollout at the bottom there, but I feel like it's not getting the best results. So we'll be trying to see if we can improve on that here over time. So that means doing more legs, more rollouts, more ab roller. I like the ab roller. It's just basically the rollout on the ground, right? So you're not going to have that higher altitude. I'm not a big fan of the rollouts with the rings because it kind of twists your wrists inward. It just feels kind of awkward. Plus, I don't have a very big ring. I think looking at the image there close up, I've noticed that his ring is pretty big. My rings are a little smaller, so they really kind of twist. So that's not particularly good. Um, so we'll just get started here. I'm hoping I'm done by 9. I'm trying to get back on a regular schedule of doing things again, uh, but we'll see. I'm going to make some quick changes to the camera, and then we will get started. Let's see, where's my, be right back. Hey Crossbow, how you doing, man? Hey, just occurred to me that I have when I go do the be right back. my cameras aren't centered the same, so I have a second screen that's got the camera, but it's like when it's in this position where the back camera can see the crossbar, uh, it's off the screen on the other one, so I'll have to center that at some point. But for now, let's get started. So we're just going to do typewriter pull-up, which is, I can't do it like he does. He does nice straight arm pull-ups, but my bar is too short. I think I've mentioned that before. So yeah, that's not happening. But I do. One of the things I purchased recently, no, these aren't new. These aren't new. I have worn them on many occasions, but just not recently. I usually run in these. These are one of my running shorts. And where is my chalk? Just had it. Oh, there it is. Um, and so when I go run in the mornings, lately I haven't been running in the mornings prior to a square brain. A square brain and a round head. Well, at least it's already there. But no, I bought this chalk. It's actually really good. It's almost to the point where I prefer the chalk without the gloves. Um, but the drawback to that is, of course, the gloves help prevent like get really bad calluses on your hand. I used to have a lot of calluses that run up on the hands from going to the gym and stuff. But I started wearing gloves, which helped a lot. Well, if anything else, it's been a while, like I said, since I've worn these. Because when I go, when I haven't been going to run prior to my workouts lately, because the workouts have been a lot longer. And today I only ran a couple of miles, but I did wear them. The advantage to wearing spandex shorts or running shorts like this is that there's less chafing, right? Because they hug your legs a little bit more, so you're not. So, got my extremely white hands, but this stuff works really good. Might be a little expensive for what it is because I think I'm going to go through it fast, but I have noticed that my grip is much better. So I'm going to try and see how it goes without using gloves at all. I usually like to just put enough that goes over my fingers and then I wear the gloves. But the gloves still, they're not as grippy. This is way more grippy. So I'm going to try to do the closest thing I can to these typewriter things. All right, so I got 8 sets to go, so I probably shouldn't push too much on those. I think I did five-ish. This chalk was, I want to say it was like $7 for this little thing. Now, this is liquid chalk. Yes, I installed the bar myself. I used a stud finder to hit the studs on the ceiling. Worked pretty good. But then I put it close enough to the little to the wood beam that goes across because it was too low to put it straight on that. I wanted it as high as I could. On the other side, it's higher, but I would have hit my head on the little wood beam if I was using it too much. So I said, all right, we'll put it on this side. And then I put steel L brackets against that beam to add a little extra, emergency support on the off chance that came out of the ceiling. But the liquid chalk is cool because once you put it on, it's wet. But after, it just takes 10 seconds or so and it dries off really fast. And once it's dry, it's just chalk. So you just put a little tiny dollop on your hand, spread it around, and this is what you get. So It works pretty good. I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts. Because I think they all the different chalks seem to run around $10. Liquid, you buy the different things. There are, I mean, a little bit more, a little bit less expensive, I think. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I just did a set, and it really didn't come off at all. But it does leave remnants. I mean, I do have chalk on my bar. No, it depends on how much I start sweating, I guess. I'm not really sweating at all right now, so my hand isn't creating moisture to push it off. But I think, yeah, it'll probably hold pretty good. But you just gotta be careful too. You can't touch anything because you will leave chalk on other stuff. I gotta go do the other set thing now. Push-ups. I'm always so winded after the first couple of sets. All right, so now we are going to try so this is we're going to do archer push-ups, which is basically one arm push-ups with the support of your other hand taking the balance. Basically that's what's happening. Most of the weight is on the one arm, and I've been trying to get lately on my back feet on one toe. But that takes a couple sets. Whew. Kind of lost my rhythm there. Kind of started going off and forgetting what I was doing. All right, so I think I did 5 typewriters, and I say think because I'm always kind of guessing after a few. I did 5 typewriters, I think, and then archer push-ups. I think I only did 8 that time, but I got a lot of sets to go, and if I want to keep this moving, I can't burn out too much, or I'm going to end up doing like one. Whew. Actually, no, I'm not sweating at all. Not yet, anyway. It's coming. The light might be hitting me weird, but no, I'm breathing hard though. It's kind of misleading. Look, my heart rate's only 100. I'm just always. Yeah, I injured my back last Wednesday actually. I don't even know what I did. I mean, I was working out. It got a little sore, um, and then as I was playing pickleball with my wife and daughter Wednesday night, it started getting really sore. And by the time we were done, I could barely bend. I don't know what I did. Something it just aggravated, and then I was done for like the next 2 or 3 days. It hurt. Like if I sat down for more than a few minutes, I couldn't stand back up very easily. No, I think it's just I'm sitting right in front of a window. I am warm, but I haven't gotten to the point where I've started sweating yet. But anyway, today's the first day where I got up out of bed without trying to assist myself with like the window ledge next to me or pushing up on the bed. I just lifted up. I could feel it a little bit, but it's better. All I've done the last few days is swim and run. That's all I did. I ran on, well, after the injury, the first mile is really painful, but it loosens up and I'm fine. So I ran on Thursday, ran on Friday. I did a little bit of pull-ups and stuff on Sunday along with running. And then I ran on Monday, And I swam on Tuesday. I went and ran or swam 1,650 meters. All right, let's go get ready. Alexa, turn on Hall of Justice. My camera's a little wonky there, ain't it? All right. We'll see how many I can do the second time. Hopefully I can keep moving. That was 6, right? Or did I miscount and only do 5? I don't know. We'll say 6. So what I really got to do, I feel like I got to strengthen my core more. This workout is not quite hitting the core enough, I feel like. I mean, it does do some, like you can see with the typewriter. He's kind of doing a hollow body, which is what I'm trying to do. Push-ups help, especially if you're getting that scapula lift you're supposed to. It's kind of like doing a moving plank, right? Except you're moving up and down. The rollout is core, but ultimately, it's not as much as I'd like. So I don't know if I've told you, one of my favorite low back strengthening exercises are the what I call them kickouts. I do them on the parallel bars, and I've gotten better at them. Got a few seconds here. I'll show you. What I like about these, compared to other types, like you could do, what is it, good mornings, where you put your hands behind your head, and then you come down as far as you can, tighten your core as you come up, and you just keep doing these, right? Because then it's tightening your core, lifting your upper body. But you also get that strain of putting forward pressure on your lower back, right? And that's kind of the whole thing. It's deadlifts, squats. Sometimes some exercises have you keeping that natural curve in your back. So like squats, right? You're coming down, you're trying to keep that natural curve and keep that core tight as you're going down. But again, forward pressure on the lower back. The more weight you put in there, the more that forward pressure pushes on your lower back. Kickouts don't put forward pressure on your lower back, not in the same way, because all the pressure, all the added strain is during the straightening process. So you're never under load when your back is bent. As you're coming down, there may be a little bit as you're relaxing, but you're not doing any real pressure on the upward. I mean, so as far as negative pressure. Now, some would say that's not necessarily good because you're avoiding the issue, but I feel like if you're strengthening those muscles, you don't have to worry about it as much. So, I try to lift up, try to get my lower back up in the air a little bit, and then and if you're doing those right, you will feel the strain on your lower back. I mean, you'll feel the tightness. Oh, wow. You're right. I don't know if I can fix that, to be honest. I may be because I may have bumped the cord. I don't know. I don't know if I can fix it. Most of the time, a frozen camera is going to mean the death, either the death of the stream or the death of the camera. I almost never can fix that without killing the stream. If I care that much. Let me see. Camera. I'll try. Sometimes it's supposed to deactivate the camera when it's not showing, but I don't know if it's going to be able to reconnect it. Okay, so it's currently deactivated. Whether or not I can recover it, I don't know. So right now, I don't know if it's going to recover. We'll try. We will see what options I have for recovery. All right, let's see here. I haven't done my thing though. Well, if this works, I'll be shocked, but the question is, was it the camera that was frozen or the OBS feed that was frozen? Because if it's the OBS feed, I'm toast. But if it was the camera disconnecting it and re-going, the OBS feed may have never realized that it was frozen because it was just the camera. So maybe it was the camera because it does look like it cleared up. All right. Hey, what do you know? Miracles do happen. Hey, what did I do last? I'm doing push-ups, right? Supposed to do push-ups. I'll take 11. I didn't try to mess with it that time, but whew. Oh, I can't do my fingerprint on my phone. His chalk is a little disruptive to the fingerprint plan. Okay, where was I? So next, I have to do archer pull-ups again. Let's go ahead and do another kick out here. So ideally, if you get to the point where you can, trying to adjust my earbud so it stays in with my knuckle, which is a lot harder. But anyway, so my goal here when I do these is to have my elbow facing straight back instead of sideways like this. Trying to go with this way because this is kind of the planche position, so that's what I'm trying to strengthen up for. It's gotten a lot harder since I've gotten stronger, which is weird, right? No, it's because I'm able to lift higher than I used to be able to, and I'm straighter. So holding myself up in a higher position with my chest farther forward is getting, adds a lot more pressure. So getting to 10 or 12, when I was first started doing those, I was like this. So I'd go from here, my legs would kick out to barely pointing at the ground. Now I'm just a little bit higher, but even just a little bit higher puts a lot more weight. Plus the fact that now I can extend my shoulders more, which means I'm higher up, which means more my back is engaged, which is causing me, a little bit more challenge there as well. All right, see if I can get a few more of these guys in. Starting to sweat a little bit now. Wait. Oh yeah, no, I guess I've only done 2 of those. So I'm way behind already. I've only done 3 sets. My goal was to be done by 9. Yeah, I'm starting to sweat a little bit now. I can feel it in my head. My skin's getting a little moist, but not too bad. You can always tell when Alexa, turn on Red Tornado. Get a fan going. When the air blows on you and it just feels cooler. That's the moisture in your skin going. Right. Says I've got a minute left. I got to be careful with those kickbacks though. Kickbacks are fine, but seeing as I am recovering from that lower back injury, probably shouldn't overdo it. Last thing I need to do is aggravate that, right? Okay. One of these days I could do one-arm push-ups, but they're hard. And I feel all awkward. When he does them, it's like he's just doing a push-up. It's like he's got some serious core strength, because that's a lot of what it is. And one-arm push-ups are a lot of core strength because your body has to hold your other shoulder up while you're pushing down, right? You shouldn't have to do, where a lot of people are doing one-arm push-ups. They have one leg way over here and one leg over here. Yeah, you can do that, but you're creating that balance aspect, right? When he does them, he has a slight, his legs are only a little bit open, like this. And he does a push-up, which still, there's a little stability there, but it's not like, yeah, I can't do it. Plus my lower back, I can feel it going, hello, injury, remember? So I probably shouldn't do that right now. Last thing I want to do is strain my lower back again. Tell you, going up on one toe and not trying to squish your toe is really hard. I think I only did 8 that time. Oh, shoot. Boo. Okay. Yep. Definitely feeling the sweat coming down now. I didn't even sweat when I ran as much. It was only, I only ran like a mile, maybe a mile point one. Trying to lose weight, trying to cut a little bit. Going on vacation in 2 weeks, not outdoors, nothing fun. Well, okay, not true. That's nothing like a Caribbean or I mean, nothing outdoorsy specifically. I'm going just to visit family in Colorado, which is going to be pretty fun. But it's not an outdoor vacation, so I'm not doing it for that. I just, I've just been feeling a little spare tirey lately. As my weight ballooned up to 186, 180. I think I got up to 187. Not my all-time high, but it was pretty bad. Uh, Now yesterday I was almost 184, 183.6. I'd like to get down to, well, ideally I'd get down to about 179, 178, but I've only got about a week and a half, so yeah, just felt up a little bit, trimmed down. But I'm just so bad with the eating, man. I like my sweets. All right. So when my thing beeps, it's 90 seconds. These are supposed to be 2 minutes, as long as I get going pretty quick. All right, I'm gonna do 5. Trying to keep this moving. And I don't think burning out's gonna help me any. Plus, I think I need to do more stretching, more twists, oblique work, just stabilize everything in here, you know. All right. What am I doing? I just did pull-ups, right? More push-ups. I don't think it said 90 seconds yet, but I feel like it's taking really long, so maybe it did. Whew. Push-ups are definitely the one that are kicking up the sweat. So what you do to injure your back, man? Exercise. Did you lose your form during a deadlift or a squat? So easy to do. Two of the now 4 times that I've injured my lower back. Two of the first year I did it. I did it like 2 years ago. I did them like within 3 months. And I think it was because I hadn't healed completely from the first time. And then I did it again about 6 months later. And then I've had a pretty good streak until this last time. But the first 2 times I did it were deadlift. No, not deadlift. I think it was bent over rows and squats for the second time. And then I forgot what I did the third time. I know I went swimming that day. I think I just was arching my back too much or doing something during a stretch. Some other kind of exertion, I'm sure, but and then this last time. But I do kind of notice though sometimes my back problems, injuries, whatever, they seem to come up when it's slow, like they start to hurt, and then they'll start to hurt, and they'll stay started hurting until I fully hurt them. It's like it'll be like a little bit. It's like, why isn't this going away? A week later, nothing. All of a sudden, I'll do something that just pushes it over the edge, and I'm done. And then it heals, and it don't bother me again for months until I do something to re-injure it. It's almost like it can't fully be healed until it's fully hurt. I don't know. I know that's the case with the upper back, but that's a back spasm, and that only lasts a few days. I call them back spasms because a muscle just like, and then it just, after a few days, it's fine. Those hurt like a son of a gun though, but that's upper back usually, and it's definitely a muscle because it's deep left, far left, far right under the shoulder blade. See, I did 6, but last one was wasn't fully up, I don't think. I mean, really with this one, the break shouldn't even have to be 2 minutes, right? I mean, the transition from that to that may be exhausting, but muscularly speaking, they're like opposites. Now, yes, the push muscles are supporting your pull muscles, and vice versa. So there is a little carryover. Blah. So hot. Even with my bench here blowing some cool air, I'm starting to cook. Now I note that when he's doing them, his arms are pretty wide. And I don't know if that matters because he's doing this bit, right? So he's coming over like that. So his hands are already in the extended position. And so he's in a wide position. I don't know if is that doable? I don't know if that's doable here. I guess we'll find out. Let's try it. I'm tired. This is getting really hard. Did 9 again, I think. 8 is a lot. Takes forever to get to 8. Jeez. That was only 4 the last one, but it takes forever. So I will tell you though, I don't know what part of your back you injured. Running and walking will loosen it up. Yeah, it hurts a little bit at first. Just make sure you're not messing up your form. Don't walk heel toe. That'll put too much impact. But walk midsole. Walk midsole, run midsole, whatever it is. You basically want your calves to catch you on your downward impact. So your feet and your calves and your quads and your hamstrings are all supporting your legs. And if you just go slow for the first quarter mile or so, half mile, eventually you'll start finding that your back starts feeling a little better, a little more loose. Now I'm not saying that means you can go work out, but you can keep walking, you can go without pain, it'll loosen up. The body will start pumping blood through those muscles, which is good, right? It accelerates healing when you can get blood flowing through the muscles that need healing. So, let yourself get warm and walk for a mile or a mile and a half, 2 miles, or I don't know, depending on the fitness level you're in, you can maybe start pushing a little bit more and maybe go into a slow jog. But that's what I did. Once I got past that first little initial pain for those first few days when it was at its worst, I was fine. I could run pretty much my normal speed. When I was done, I could walk around the house and just felt okay. Now, granted, I still wasn't able to do a lot of bend over and touch my toes bit, but I was loose. I felt good for a while until you sit down and start letting your back do this, and then you get up and you can't stand up again. Or you can, but it's just like, ugh. It takes a minute to straighten things back out. Even now, as I'm getting more and more recovered, I still feel it. There's no doubt. But not as bad as I did. Okay. All right, well, we'll be happy with 5 on that one. I don't know what I did with my other towel. So the chalk's holding up. You could see it's starting to fade a little bit, but yeah, it's not doing too bad. Hands still feel dry, but now keep in mind, it's starting to wear off a little bit on the fingertips. Those are the first things to go when you're sliding on your grip. They're like wrapped around, and then they just kind of, and then the rest of the knuckles just start to slide. So it is getting there, but I have noticed I've been able to do more pull-ups than I could before, simply because of the better grip, because my hands slip when they get weak enough, not simply because they're unhooking. So the grip really helps, but just keeping the hook going until the hands are just so tired they let go, which means you got more time. Plus, I think, to be honest, I think it's been helping I've noticed a lot more tension in my forearms, because now there's not that just letting go option, full grip or nothing. And then you start coming down, right? You could just tell your hands are getting weaker. I'm getting more to the point where just the back is hitting its limit at the same time. Whereas a lot of times in the past I felt like I had more in me, just that my grip couldn't get me there, because my hands would slip off. So I had to keep readjusting for the last one or two, and now I'm getting all the way to the end without the readjustment, because my hands are able to stay on. They're not just slipping off. Now, truthfully, a really strong grip can probably get around a little moisture on their hands, but it's still harder. Whew. All right, got back to 10 on that one. Oh yeah, drink's gone. Okay, so this part of the CaliMove program has been better, variety-wise. It's been mixing it up a little bit. Early on, I felt like I was doing the same thing day after day after day. This is still a lot of repeating, but there's 3 days in the week, and it does kind of mix up what you're doing a little bit. I think there's only 2 workouts out instead of 3, but still better than the same one. All right. Is this only 7? Holy cow. It's taking so long. It's only a 90-second-ish break, but I'm tired of this. Let's see how many I can get done in less than 2 minutes. Okay, that one got a little sloppy. I was all over the place on that one. Not exactly sure what I was trying to accomplish, but I was trying to go left to right instead of right to left for those last 2. And my body was like confused for the second time. It's like, but I want to go. No, wait. That's what happens when you're tired. 3 more of these. Oh my gosh. What time is it? 9:20. And I still got 4 more sets to go. Those dang rollouts. Now, honestly, I'm more of a ab roller kind of rollout guy. But I do get the ring thing, because you can do it at a higher level and maybe get a better extension on your on the rollout. I can't get full extension on the ab roller yet, unless my knees are on the ground. So I saw a TikTok yesterday. Some guy was doing the ab roller with his knees on a towel on concrete with a friend standing on his shoulders, and he was going out to full extension on the roller. And I was just like, okay, it's impressive. You got your friend on your shoulder, blah, blah, I get it. But, oh, man, my knees are screaming in agony watching you, buddy. There's no way that towel is protecting your knees from that weight on that concrete. I mean, I have carpet here, and I also don't have a person standing on my shoulders. But even then, my knees, with a towel, I use a towel because the friction of the carpet. But I use a towel, and my knees still don't like it after 30 or 40 of those. Now, to be fair, that's a lot, but still, again, not holding a 170, 180 pound dude standing on my shoulders, which might not be that much extra weight on his knees. I mean, I guess if he's doing it right, it's pretty far forward, and most of it's on his arms. That's still a lot of weight, though. I'm sorry. I got to 9. It's funny because about 7 I was like, huh, I might be able to do 11 or 12. I got to 8 and I'm like, no, I may not make it to 10. And I made it to 9. Oops. I'll take 9. Just 2 more to go. 2 more. And I am all done with those. 8 is such a lot. But the end of part 2 of this calisthenics thing, the last day, I had to do 36 sets. That was 9. Was that 4 9s? No, I think it was like six exercises or something like that. And it was 6 6s or something. No, it was 9. What was I doing that was 9 though? I feel like I did 9 sets of something. What am I supposed to do now? Pull-ups? How much time is left? About 20 seconds on the 90-second push. Well, it'd be nice if I can get at least 5 again. Especially since I think I'm going to start in less than 2 minutes. Definitely feel it though, my back is tight. Feel that, that it's been worked feeling. I went for 6. I think I got like 5 and 5 plus. I don't even know if I could count that as a 5.5. Whew. One more push-up. Ow. The calluses I do have are starting to show. They're starting to pop up on the top here. Now, hopefully those are just calluses and not blisters forming. Because I've worn gloves so much in recent years. The calluses could be getting a little thin, which could mean I'm more likely to get a callus or a blister, which would suck. I'm done with those for today anyway. So I guess we'll see. Can't tell with the powder all over my hands. This side looks like it's more blistery. Here it just looks like callus. But we'll know when I wash my hands. Because blisters are a problem, right? Because that could interfere with your progress. That's kind of why I like to just put it on my fingers and then put gloves on, because the gloves protect the, gloves make you soft. Calluses are good for you, makes your hands tough. Maybe, but why do you need, why do you need to have your hands all leathery tough? I mean, what's the benefit of that? It doesn't make them resistant to cold. My hands are more problematic with cold than they are with what I'm doing. All right, last push-ups. Take a note, I was not up on my toes. Yes, I was. My toes are fully down, supported by the balls of my feet. But I wanted 9, and I was losing it. So I got to 9, but it was hard. Whew. Now we have some rollouts. I will say this though, taking that extra time off as a result of my lower back and trying to keep things, I have felt stronger. My pull-ups have been more complete. I feel like I'm getting higher up, getting a few more reps in than I did in the past. So yes, recovery does make you stronger. And if you could just avoid being stubborn like me, so I'm going to show you these rollout things, but keep in mind, I don't like them. Not on these rings. I need better rings. Just can't afford to buy anything these days, Just too poor. Sucks to be unemployed. And we don't know how long that's going to hold up. Unemployment recently notified me that I've got 5 weeks left, 6 weeks left. fuck. That's gonna be a bummer. That's when things get really hairy. Okay. So these are the ab rollouts. See how my hands have to go really inward like this? Which is a lot of strain, I think, on the... So you can go for stable, which is a wider spread on your legs. Or you can go for, you know, oblique stability, which means you're going to keep your legs closer together and expect your body to support yourself, stabilize itself. We'll go with 10 on that one. Got 4 sets. I'll try to increase a little bit as I go. Let's go ahead and drop this down a bit. Take this down to the next level. And the lower this goes, harder this gets for sure. We're not quite down. If you consider that an ab roller is right here, so if I was going to do this on the ab roller, this is where I'm starting, right? And full extension, it's pretty low. Now, of course, the closer you start to the ring when it's in this position, the easier it is because you're going to come higher up on the extension. The farther back your legs go, the more you're going, you don't get to go as high. So yeah, you don't necessarily have to adjust the rings to make it more difficult. Just depends on where you're starting. I've been trying to start with my feet back here by the edge of my treadmill. How much time does it say? I don't really want to go to full time though. But... oh shoot, this one doesn't have a good timer on it. Oh well. It's been over a minute, so that's good enough. Let's go to the next one. And in general, you don't need to come back up to your feet being flat. You could come up to where they're just, you know, up on your toes. When you feel that shift in weight starting to leave your shoulders and go onto your legs, that's probably a good time to stop. Remember, keep your scapula raised and your core tight the whole time. Okay, 9 is good. I'm good with 9 on that one. I'm really feeling the stress on my abs and my shoulders and my brain. My fatigue levels are definitely high. Whew. All right. Was that 2? Yep, got 2 more to go. Now it looks like I'm heading for a 9:30 start on my other stuff. Not too great, but better than nothing, I suppose. Now this, what do I have it set on? 7.5. Okay. Have to remember that next time. I'll put a note down. Feet are too close. Can't stabilize. Man, I think I only got to 8 on that one. Ow. Definitely tiring out. Oh shoot, still didn't set the timer on that. I was going to, but totally messed up. All right, last set of the day. Hoo-ah. All right, make this good, man. Alrighty, just a mere little itsy bitsy 1 set to go. 10. We did 10 rollouts. Ah, yes. The count. All right, well, there you go, man. All done and done. Oops. Work for today is complete. So hopefully now I'll be able to start my day, get it going, and then we can I don't know what I'm doing today. Ultimate goal will be to probably do some programming online, and then I don't know, maybe some painting later today. But yeah, we will. You see that my chalk did kind of wear out a little bit as my fingers are starting to get. I can start feeling the moisture kind of slightly breaking through on the fingers. But overall, I think I probably had a few more sets before I would either add to do more or not, just depending on what I felt like doing. But ultimately, we got pretty good out of that. So, alrighty, folks. I think I am done. So, I don't really have anything else to say. Except, till next time, stay fit, stay healthy, and take an occasional break. I'm finding that I got a little bit more strength out of it. Bye.